Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on The Rape of Lucrece, which, content warning, deals with sexual violence towards women, so if you need to tune out, that's okay, I still love you. If you do want to hear what today's stanzas are, today we're going to take a look at stanzas 45 to 48, where, to set the scene, where it's the middle of the night and Sextus Tarquinius is at Caladium and he wants to sleep with Lucrece, and he lit a torch to light his way to get to her room, but he started having some doubts and he started going back and forth with himself. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Caladius is my friend, all of this sort of stuff, but he has started going to her room. He's creeping through the castle or through the home, the abode, whatever sort of dwelling they live in, to her room, and he's having problems with each lock. Like every time he opens a new lock or opens a new door or something like that, he does have a moment of like, maybe I shouldn't. And stanza 45 picks up there saying, as each unwilling portal yields him way through little vents and crannies of the place, the wind wars with his torch to make him stay and blows the smoke of it into his face, extinguishing his conduct in this case. But his hot heart, which fond desire doth scorch, puffs forth another wind that fires the torch. And, being lighted, by the light he spies Lucretia's glove, wherein her needle sticks. He takes it from the rushes where it lies, and gripping it, the needle, his finger pricks, as who should say, this glove to wanton tricks is not inured. Return again, in haste. Thou seest our mistress' ornaments are chaste. But all these poor forbiddings could not stay him. He, in the worst sense, construes their denial. The doors, the wind, the glove that did delay him, he takes for accidental things of trial, or as those bars which stop the hourly dial, who with a lingering slay his course doth let, till every minute pays the hour his debt. So, quoth he, these lets attend time, like little frosts that sometime threat the spring, to add a more rejoicing to the prime, and give the sneaped birds more cause to sing. Pain pays the income of each precious thing. Huge rocks, high winds, strong pirates, shelves and sands, the merchant fears, ere rich at home he lands. So we're building the suspense and building it, and Shakespeare's leaning more and more into it. It's like a good mystery or a good horror story. So the first two stanzas are, well, the first one, he's on his way, and each time a new door opens, there's like a gust of wind that almost blows out the torch, but at minimum blows smoke in his face, as if to say, like, don't go here. But he's so fired up that he does a big exhale, which, reignites the torch, and he keeps going. And in one of these, reigniting of the torches or like swelling of the flames in the torch, he sees one of her gloves sitting there, and it's got a needle in it, and he picks it up and the needle pricks him, as if to say, like, this isn't yours, stay away, you shouldn't have this, you shouldn't pick it up, we don't want you anywhere even near Lucretia's stuff. But then in the third stanza, it says that he misinterprets all of these signs. The fact that he couldn't open doors, or that the locks are giving him trouble, or that the wind is blowing in his face, or that he just got stuck by a needle. Instead of seeing these as signs that he shouldn't continue, he's interpreting them as rungs on the ladder that he needs to climb, as minor obstacles in his way that are going to make the winning of his prize all the sweeter. So in that last stanza, he's like, oh, these things are just like, they're like a frost in mid-spring that makes the summer that much nicer, because you think that everything's going to be good, but then there's this little setback, so then it's like, oh, now we're finally over it and we finally have what we want, and isn't that great? And he ends by saying, sailors out on the sea brave high winds and storms and the potential for pirates and things like that. He's like, they face all of these fears so they can bring the riches home. So what he feels he's doing in continuing to try to get to Lucretia's room is facing his fears, conquering the little trials that are put in his way before he gets there, because now his prize is going to be that much sweeter. So Yay! Isn't this a good attitude to have? The woman is a prize story. We haven't had enough of those in our lives. But anyway, come on back tomorrow, because picking up with with stanza 49 tomorrow, he's made it to her chamber door. So we are making progress, I promise. I'll see you tomorrow for more. Mwah.